right, good morning, everyone. So this is our virtual seated exercise class. We're going to start with our typical warm-up. For this class, you should have dumbbells and a resistance band, as well as a yoga block. So we're going to start with our chin to our chest. We're going to go around really feeling that stretch in the back of your neck, back to your chest. We're going to go 2 more times on that side. And once you're done with 3 on that side, you're going to switch around to the other side. Really taking the time to feel that stretch again at the back of your neck and the front of your neck. Pushing back towards that back wall. And really touching that chin to your chest. All right, once you've done 3 on each side, we're going to go do some shoulder rolls. So we're rolling our shoulders back towards the back wall. We're going to do 10 of these. Once you get through 10 shoulder rolls to the back, we're going to do 10 to the front, really making sure to go up and touch our ears. Alrighty, last arm exercise here. I'm going to get our timer set. We're going to do arm circles, small arm circles towards the front. We're going to work here for about 20 seconds. Halfway through. Alrighty, and then we're going to switch towards the back direction and do large arm circles. Really taking the time to feel that movement in your shoulders here. Alright, shake those arms out. Our next piece here, we're going to just do some leg kicks. We're going to do 10. Once you get through 10 of those leg kicks, we're going to do our ankle rolls. Going in the clockwise direction. We'll work here for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to switch directions, going counterclockwise. About 10 more seconds left here. Go ahead and switch into that other side. You may notice a few furry friends running around here. We got Summer. She's the calico multicolored cat, and we have Nimbus. He's the solid gray cat. You may even hear some cat fights as well. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and switch to that other direction here. Okay, Summer's ready to hop in and do some work with us, aren't you, sis? About 10 more seconds left here, really making sure to feel that motion in your ankle. All right. Go ahead and relax here for a second. So since we're online, I'm going to work through the exercises with you for the entire time frame, just to make sure that if you forget something, you can always jump back in. But feel free to go at your own pace. So if you need to slow this down or speed it up, feel free to go at your own pace. We'll be working for 6 minutes for our first circuit. And so I don't have any dumbbells here at my house, so I'm using Starbucks cups. Creative. So our first exercise here is going to be front raises, starting with those dumbbells by our side and reaching up towards the front. Keep in mind you can do this with or without exercise, or with or without dumbbells, just depending on what you need there. Get a few of those in. Alrighty. So those are pretty straightforward. Our next piece here is going to be a tricep extension. I'm going to move this a little bit. So for this, put the dumbbell between your hands. This is the more complicated of the options we got here. You're putting it over your head and pushing that dumbbell down to the back of your neck. Now again, that's the more complicated option. For our secondary option here, got dumbbells in both hands, and you're just reaching back towards the back wall. So option 1 is above your head, and option 2 is reaching back towards the back wall. I will be doing the second option during our class today. All right. And our last piece here is going to be chest expansion, or we'll do banded pull aparts here. So you're going to grab your resistance band about shoulder length apart, so you don't want to grab it all the way out here or have both of your hands super close together. We're looking shoulder width, grip here, and you're just pulling your band apart. And so we're going 12, 12, and 12 for these here. Righty. So I'm going to go ahead and turn our music up and get our timer started. Remember, we're working together this entire time. 12, 12, and 12 for repetitions. And you can feel free to go at your own pace as needed. And this is going to be for a 6-minute period of time, getting in as many repetitions as you can. All right, let's go ahead and get started with those front raises. Nobody knows where my Johnny has gone, but Judy left the same time. Why was he holding her hand when he's supposed to be mine? It's my party and I cry, I want to cry, I want to cry, I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Alrighty, 1 through 12 of those into those tricep extensions. Till Johnny's dancing with me, I've got no reason to smile. It's my party and I cry, I want to cry, I want to cry, I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. into those banded pull apart.
Judy and Johnny just walked through the door like a queen with her king. Oh, what a birthday surprise! Judy's wearing his ring. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to.
Once you're through 12 of those, back into those front raises. Alrighty, back into those tricep extensions. Either reaching above your head or back towards the back wall. Alrighty, once you're through 12 of those, back into your banded pull aparts. Once you're through 12 of those, into your front raises, we're over halfway through. Alrighty, 12 of those down, 12 tricep extensions. Twelve of those down, 12 banded pull aparts to go. Remember, you can put your bracelets on here too, if that makes it easier. Alrighty, once you're through 12 of those, back into those front raises. Got less than a minute left here. Already into 12 tricep extensions. Alrighty, good work, everybody. We're working for 2 minutes of rest there, so I'll go ahead and put that on the clock. and get you a drink of water here if you need it. Got about a minute of rest left here. Catch your breath. You got about 30 seconds. All right. Go ahead and turn down our music here. Get our next timer set up. Here. All right. So this is my yoga block. I don't have a yoga block here either. Just out of equipment, I guess. So first thing we're gonna do is our side-to-side marches. You can turn your yoga block up like this, or turn it down on its side to make things easier. So if you have your yoga block standing up, the long side will be up and the short side will be facing you. And what you'll be doing is stepping over your yoga block. Each time you go to the side will be 1 repetition. So that will be 1 there, and then back over will be 2. So this will be 1, this will be 2, and 3. And we'll go for an even 4 there. If it's too difficult, your yoga block is too tall in this position, you can flip it to where the short side is on the bottom and the long side is facing you. And again, doing that same thing there. So that's 1, that's 2. 1, 2. And if your yoga block is an odd shape like mine is, or maybe it's just too tall for you here, you can always just step over the air. Get those legs up as high as you can. And again, same principle here. Each time you go to a side, that's 1 repetition. So that's 1, and then this would be 2. And that's 3, and there's 4. So you've got different options there for our side-to-side marches. Position your yoga block here, how it's most beneficial for you. And then you can complete those as necessary in the workout. We're going for 12 repetitions there. Next piece here, we're going to do some chest expansions. So you have your dumbbells and you're just reaching out. And each time you go out is 1 repetition. Again, you can do this with or without weights. Alternative there, if you do end up needing it, you can always go for bicep curls. We're going for 12, 12, and 12 there as well for each of our exercises today. So our last exercise, you can do this with or without dumbbells, and you're just punching across your body. Each punch is 1 repetition. right. So I think everybody looks pretty good with those. I'm gonna readjust our camera here. Okay, perfect. All right, and we're going for 6 minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead and position my yoga block how I think it's gonna work best. You can do the same for yourself. And I'm gonna turn our music up and we're going for 12, 12, and 12 of each exercise. Same thing we did last time. I'm gonna work through the entire 6 minutes with you. Feel free if you get lost or need to take breaks, go at your own pace. But you can just jump in wherever it feels necessary for you to hop back in. All right, go ahead and get our music turned up. All righty, we're gonna go ahead and get started with those side steps.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. Wasn't the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along?
Alrighty, into those chest expansions.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
Alright, into those crossbody punches.
Look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two.
Alrighty, back into your steps.
And when I hurt, burden runs off my shoulders. How can I hurt when holding you? Touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching.
1, 2, 3, 12 of those. Back into your chest expansions.
Good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 12 there, and your crossbody punches. Make sure you're bringing those hands all the way back down to your side.
Caroline, good times never seem so good. Sweet Caroline, I believe they never could.
1, 2, 3, 12 of those, back into your steps.
There's a breeze on my head and I'm going just as fast as my feet.
1, 2, 3, 12 of those, back into those chest expansions.
Come on, the rising wind. We're going up around the bend. Bring a song and a smile for the banjo. Let her get round and get
cross-body punches. Bringing those arms all the way back down. After you get through 12 of those, back into your marches. Alrighty, once you're through 12 there, into those chest expansions. Less than a minute left here. Alrighty, once you're through 12 of those, into your cross-body punches. Alrighty, and rest. Worked for 2 minutes of rest there. Go ahead and catch your breath and get you a drink if you need it. This is Summer. She's not happy, but she's my girl. All right, we got about 30 seconds of rest left here. Move your yoga block if you haven't already gotten it out of the way. All right, let's see here, position that. So our last piece of work here, we're gonna be working for 6 minutes. And we're gonna be doing every minute on the minute. We have 2 exercises. We're looking for 50 seconds of work. Here, our first 30 seconds of work each minute is going to be a flutter kicks. So you're just kicking your legs back and forth here. And I'll give you the timer for 30 seconds. I'll give you a cue for halfway through the 30 seconds. So if you need to give yourself an extra rest in there, you can do that. Alrighty, so once you feel good with those, our second session of work here, the 20 seconds, is going to be knee to elbow, or yeah, knee to elbow. And so each time you touch a knee, that's 1 repetition. And we're going to be doing that for 20 seconds of work. And so we'll be doing flutter kicks and then knee to elbow for 6 times. And I'll give you cues for halfway through and when you should start your rest time as well. Alrighty, I'm gonna get our music turned up and then we'll get started. Go ahead and start off with those flutter kicks here. Alrighty. Into those knee to elbow. Halfway. Alright, we're resting for 10 here. Back into those flutter kicks. We're halfway through. Alrighty, into those knee to elbows. And rest. Back into those flutter kicks. Really making sure to pull your back off the back of that chair. Halfway. Alrighty, knee to elbow. We're halfway through. And rest. Into those flutter kicks. Again, making sure you're pulling that back off the back of the chair, using your core. Halfway. Into knee to elbow. Halfway. All right, our last item of the day, we're going to be doing something similar to what we just did of every minute on the minute. We're going to go 20 seconds of hip hinges, so you're reaching forward in front of you as far as you can, but you're being safe about it, not reaching too far. So from the side, that looks like just reaching forward, trying to get those hips involved. Each time you reach forward, feeling that along your back. After those hip hinges, you're going to be stepping on your band. Adjust the camera here so you can see what I'm doing. And pulling that band up towards you. Alrighty. So we're going to go for 20 seconds of hip hinges, followed by 10 seconds of rest, and then 20 seconds of upward pulls, followed by 10 seconds of rest. We're going to repeat that for 4 minutes. Alrighty. It'll make your life easier if you just keep this stepped on. You can hold these between your legs. Gonna get our music turned up. Alrighty, starting with those hip hinges. We're going for 20 seconds here. Halfway. And rest for 10. Get your band set up. Into those upward pulls. Try and touch those shoulders. We're halfway through. And rest. Alrighty, back into those hip hinges for 20. Halfway. Really feeling that stretch in your back. Alrighty, resting for 10. Alrighty, back into those upward pulls, trying to touch those shoulders. Halfway through. Alrighty, rest for 10. Hip hinges. We're halfway through. And rest for 10. And into those upward pulls. Halfway. And rest. So our last set here. Hip hinges forward. for 10.
Do it holding hands like you do in the ocean. Come on, baby, do the
Into those upward pulls.
dance that's so easy to do. It even makes you happy when I'm feeling blue. So come on, do the locomotion with me. Come on, you gotta swing up in the sun. Come on, that's right. Push your time. Do the locomotion.
And rest. All right. Go ahead and get our music turned down a little bit. Alrighty, first stretch here. Arm across your body. Taking your second arm and using it to pull that arm. So hold this for about 10. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Alrighty, next stretch here. We're gonna reach our arms back towards that back wall. And rest. Shake those arms out. And we're gonna do it again. And rest. One more reach behind your back. Okay. Next stretch here, we're gonna take our hands, reach down towards our toes, feeling that stretch in our back. I want you to try to arch your back up here. Let your arms hang, and then relax. Arch your back, and relax. One more, arch your back, and relax. We're gonna hang here for about 10 seconds. And once you're ready, you can start to slowly come back up and roll your back into your chair. So let yourself lean back and squeeze those shoulders together. And so you're trying to pinch those shoulder blades. Alrighty, folks, that's all I have for you today. I look forward to seeing you next week. And yeah, have a great week.